You're my queen from Boston. Survive, I'm your king from Boston. Survive, you're the queen.
Yo, what's going down, everybody? It is Straight Outta Boston here, aka the King of Boston, and today we have episode 5 of my New York Yankees fantasy draft franchise featuring the New York Yankees. And today we're going to be facing the Anaheim Angels, Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. And because this is a fantasy draft, their team's obviously going to look a little bit different. So we're facing, who are we facing? Actually, I can't remember to be specific, but anyway, we will be pitching with Derek Holland, who's our number 4 starter for this franchise, and he's one of these southpaws, one of the lefties in our staff. And you're going to see what the starting lineup looks like. Pretty standard, except that Jesus Montero is down with an injury at this point, so you're going to see Pudge Rodriguez slotted in there at the 8 hole. I probably should have batted him 9th and batted Trout ahead of him, but oh well. And here's who we're facing, John Garland. I never would have guessed that or remembered that, to be honest, because I believe he has a... well, I won't spoil it for you guys, but anyway, so you see we're facing the John Garland and the Los Angeles Angels. John Garland's pitched all right to start the year. You're going to get to look at the Angels team right here by looking at their defense left to right. They go Jason Kubel, Austin Jackson, Eric Kamatsu. Third to first, it goes Beltre, Andrews, Kipnis, and Kendry Morales. And their catcher will be Carlos Santana, who will be catching John Garland to start the game. And so we're getting into this. The leadoff hitter is Starlin Castro enters the game with a 15-game hit streak. He's going to line this one deep left field. This ball has a chance at his back, and it is gone. Starlin Castro hits the leadoff home run on the second pitch of the game off of John Garland. Talk about efficiency. Starlin Castro is just an all-around great hitter. He's been great. I'm so glad I drafted him. I was a little bit skeptical at first. His defense isn't the greatest, but man, if he can get his defense going, it's going to be a hell of a player. I like him on the Cubs. I don't think the Cubs should trade him unless it comes to that point where he won't re-sign with the Cubs, which I'm sure will happen once his 6 years of MLB service or whatever is up. But here, this is not the longest home run you're ever going to see, only 353 feet, but it was a nice swing nonetheless, using the field to his advantage. And now you're going to see in the bottom of the first here with 1 out. Runner on first. Derek Holland is going to induce this ground ball from Adrian Beltre. We're going to turn the 4-6-3 double play to get out of the first inning. So this game really started out as a nice pitcher's duel, but you're going to see Eric Osmer is up here in the top of the second, and Osmer is going to take this pitch to deep center field, and this ball is going to get out of here for a home run. And I guess I shouldn't say pitcher's duel because it was more of a one-sided pitcher's duel, which doesn't really make it a duel, I guess. I don't know. Holland pitched very well to start the game. He didn't give up too many hits. I mean, he gave up a lot of hits, but he didn't give up. He really was kept it efficient. Got out of a lot of jams, stuff like that. And so you're gonna see we had the home run ball working all game. Osmer hits this one here, as you guys saw, to deep center field. That was a no-doubter. Osmer's really heated up lately. He's become kind of a team MVP candidate. Him and Mark Trumbo really carried the team, which is surprising because those are two guys who I thought I would struggle with a little bit, especially Trumbo. I'm very surprised by Trumbo's stats, but anyway, you're going to see another look. This hits this one all the way almost to the little green thing out in center. But here you're going to see runner on second. This ball's going to be hit up the middle by, I believe, Eric Kamatsu, but Harper's going to come up throwing, and Bryce Harper is going to throw out the runner, trying to advance the score from trying to come around from second on that base hit. But Harper's got a gun, and he guns him to end the inning. Pretty good play by Bryce Harper. And now Osmer is up again, and Eric Osmer is going to take this fastball to deep left center field, and he is going to get his second home run of the day. Eric Osmer really heating up. As I said, I really like his stance. His stance is really nice. It's really simple. It's a bit open, which is kind of nice. It's a little bit different from everybody else's stance. It's just really nice. I like it. And I really heated up with him so far to as we get into the kind of the midpoint of this season. This game was a late May or early June game, I believe. I can't remember. I believe it was very late. I think it was actually a Memorial Day game. So we're getting into June and July pretty soon. The next episode will be a mid-June game. So, and then we're gonna pretty much go from there. There's gonna be either 1 or 2 more gameplays of interleague play left. I'm not sure, but you see the next batter is going to be Yoenis Cespedes. He's going to wait on that hanging curveball, and that is something that I've learned to do through MLB 12 The Show. I used to never be able to hit the curveball, but I've learned to wait on it, and here I take that hanging curveball to deep center field and gone. So off the new reliever, J.P. Howell, who came in to start this inning because they just decided Garland wasn't good enough, I guess. But Yoenis Cespedes takes him deep. It is now 3-0 Yankees. Good to see Cespedes heating up. He struggled to start the year. I actually moved him down in the lineup a bit. I think he's batting at like 7th now. But Cespedes has really helped out, and he's going to help out even more in the next episode when you guys see. But for now, Cespedes gets a nice home run. I've realized that even though I'd like Cespedes to really kind of hit 280 or 290, it seems like he's going to be one of those guys who's going to hit around 250, but he's going to hit a lot of home runs for us. So you're going to see Eric Camacho is going to line this one down the right field line. He is going to get a double off of this. Stan was not very good. He did not field that one very cleanly. And Camacho's in there with a double, I believe a 2-out double. As you're going to see it replay. Just lines this one over at Osmer's head at first. Nothing you can do about that. It's just a good hit. Not the best pitch that Holland made all day, to put it lightly. But and you're going to see now it is Elvis Andrus' turn. 2 outs. He's going to line this one up the middle. And Harper has another chance to throw somebody out. But Camacho was too fast for Harper this time. The throw was a little bit offline. And there was nothing Pudge Rodriguez could do about that. So now the Angels have cut the lead to 3-1. It's on Elvis Andrus' base hit up the middle. You're going to see Andrus, solid piece of contact right up the middle. Holland couldn't react quite quick enough, and it was a little too much of a slow roller for Harper to get to it quickly. But you're going to see after 4 innings, the score is now 4-1 Yankees. After 6 innings, the score is now 4-1 Yankees. Got a recap of the game there, and now Trout is going to take this pitch, going to line it over the shortstop's head into the gap. Trout's going to get himself a double here. I've started to heat up with Mike Trout a little bit. I think it was his stance. I was still trying to get used to his batting stance, and I think I've started to kind of adjust to it, get used to it, and I've definitely heated up with Trout recently. But now Castro's up. Castro's going to hit this one to the second baseman. Good baseball there, advancing the runner to third. Smart heads-up play, but now with 2 outs, Trumbo is going to take this pitch and go to the opposite way with it, get a base hit. Trout's going to score the TNT combo for the for what is now the New York Yankees. In real life would be the Los Angeles Angels, but anyway. So now we're getting into the bottom of the 6th, I believe, and you see Derek Holland is still just pitching very, very well. And really, the Angels, he was really limiting his damages. The Angels would get hits, but he wouldn't really allow them to do anything with them. And now Cespedes absolutely crushes this ball. This one is going to go off the green thing in deep, deep center field. His second home run of the day. So now him and Osmer both have 2 home runs, which is great. Like I said, great to see both those guys heating up. I think our offense is definitely the strong point of this team, and if we make any moves during the trade deadline, it's going to be for a pitcher. I think our bullpen is solid. I think our offense is very solid, injuries pertaining. But I think, if we could maybe string together a few prospects and try to get a nice ace for the staff, I think that'd be nice. I think it would bolster our chances for a title run this year. Just because we have the offense to make a run at it. It's just Michael Pineda is really not the best ace in the world, I mean, he's going to be. Guy has a ton of potential. He's a very raw player, and I think he's got the potential to be the ace of the future for our team. But I just think that if we want to make a title run, or make a run at a title this year, we definitely need to, just acquire another pitcher. Or maybe even just acquire a couple more solid guys. I don't know if it was before this episode or after this, but we do acquire Jeff Samardzija. I forget who we acquired him from, but you're going to see we are getting into the 9th inning here, and now the lead is 8-2. And with a runner on, Brian Fuentes is going to allow a 2-run homer to Carlos Santana. Now, Brian Fuentes, we had just acquired him. He was part of a deal. He might have been part of the Jeff Samardzija deal. It was one of the stipulations we had to take on his contract. And, let's put it this way. He doesn't record an out here. He allows a total of 3 runs, or 4 runs. I'm not sure how many, actually. I think it might have been 3 runs. But he allows 3 runs. So his New York Yankees career is going to consist of an outing of no innings, 3 runs, and he would get designated for assignment shortly after this game. to make room for another. I think we added another outfielder or something to our team just because we're running a little thin on players. I wanted to give some guys some breaks. Didn't want to wear them out, by the time we get to August and September. But we're going to bring in David Hernandez here. He's going to strike out Komatsu for the first out of the inning. And then we're going to skip ahead now with 2 outs, and Austin Jackson's up. Austin Jackson going to strike out on that hanging slider. That's going to wrap up the game. David Hernandez comes in and shuts the door for us. Didn't need Chapman in this game, which is good. Gave him a little bit of a break. So we come out of this game with a W. I believe we win 8-4, 8-5. Can't remember it to be exact. You'll have to excuse me. And I forgot to put the box score. I forgot to record the box score in this. So that's pretty much going to end this video for me, guys. So thank you guys for watching. And as always, I'm out. Peace. Middlebrooks up again in, I believe, the 5th inning. And he's going to line this one to right field. This one's going to get down, not quite get to the gap, but Middlebrooks is going to have himself a single, continuing to show why he should be in the starting lineup.